Okay, today I'd like to continue our series of Vulnhub. The box would be Mumbai. To save the time, I have already imported into the VirtualBox. The IP address of the target or the box has been identified as 254. And also, as you can see, I've already done the Nmap scanning. From the Nmap scanning result, as you can see from here, the several open ports. The first one is 21, which runs FTP, and the next one is 22 for SSH, and next one is 80 for HTTP service. And also we have the MySQL service, and also the last one is 8000, which also runs HTTP. My bad. And of course, and now we need to do some enumeration for each of these ports. The first one, of course, the 21 or FTP. So let's FTP to the target. And because we don't know the username, so we can use anonymous and blank password. And so just one file in this directory, we can get this file to the Kali Linux and quit, and we can cat the file. So to do, move these multiple HTTP servers running to Docker. So it means that it implies or give us hints that the target runs Docker, and maybe we can utilize this to elevate our privilege later. And also here containers make things inherently secure. Maybe this will shut those security researchers up. Also, don't forget to remove all those privilege escalation exploits from temporary directory. We don't want to reboot the server again. So also the name. So maybe this is the username for this target. Okay. But besides this information we can get from this file, we cannot get more information which can be useful for us at this point. So the next thing, also we can try if the MySQL has weak password, like MySQL, and specify the IP address and enter password as root. But it says the host or the target is not, our Kali Linux is not allowed to connect to this MySQL server. So it means that this MySQL server just allow to access from local client. Okay, it's fine. And now what can we do next is go to the next port, which is 80. So let's launch the browser of Firefox. Okay, coming soon. And also we can check the source code. We can scroll down, scroll a bit more, some sort of JavaScript, and also style sheet. And also there are some comments, but it doesn't present any vulnerability for us. So this page was generated by comingsoonpage.com. So it's okay. This doesn't give us any useful or any information which has value for our exploitation. Okay. Also, we can check whether this target has robots file. No, not found. So what can we do next is to do the directory enumeration. I like to use the tool of GoBuster, and specify the URL. And I'd like to use the wordless GoBuster directory medium. Okay, also specify the extension, which can be, some extensions will be useful, like JavaScript, like HTML, like TXT, or shell script. Oh, very quick, we can get some directory name like Drupal. Okay, we can try this first. Drupal. Just directory listing, but it doesn't have any files or subdirectory inside this Drupal. But also, as you can see, we have the WordPress. So we can try if we can visit this directory. The browser is connecting to another IP, maybe some JavaScript code embedded in this code. So we'll wait for this browser to be loaded up and to see what information we can see. But at the same time, we can browse another port, which is 8000. Okay, API coming here soon. Also, we can do some enumeration like robots file, not found. But also maybe we can make directory scanning for this port number. Okay, the directory enumeration process has been completed by GoBuster, and we can do it again, but this time we can put the port number as 8000. Yeah, we can get maybe very useful, interesting file, test PHP. So let's visit this file. But it says the browser says please post. I think it hints we should use the post as HTTP method to launch this request or make this request, and also can post a proper query example. So we can put the query some like a URL. But we can head over to this WordPress directory, but it's still loading. I don't understand why it's loading slowly, so slowly. Why? But it doesn't matter. We just wait here. No problem at all. So for the 8000 port, maybe we can use the burp suite too to intercept the request and modify the method of HTTP from GET to POST, and to see the information what we can get. Wow, it took us so long time. So maybe we can try use the queue. Oh, yeah. So the queue can retrieve the content of this directory, WordPress, very quickly. Yeah, you can see, so powered by WordPress. So this target is running or managed by WordPress, apparently. Sorry, my pronunciation is so bad. It's so awful. So maybe we can use the WordPress scan. But we need to specify the directory and to see whether we can identify the username or vulnerable plugin. So this would be, for me, this would be very standard procedure. When I identify the target as WordPress site, and then the next thing we can do is to do the WordPress scan, and which you can try to find out whether we can get the username. And if we can get, and then we try to brute force the password for this username. But if it doesn't, we can try to emulate vulnerable plugin. So as you can see, this WordPress scan 2 is enumerating users via passive and aggressive methods. So maybe we can come back to, yeah, the browser is still loading. Oh, my God, it's so slow. But we have already found out this site or this directory is running WordPress CMS. So it doesn't matter. Yeah. So the WordPress scan 2 has already identified the users as this one. So we can try to brute force the password, and we can copy the username and paste it in here, and we can use the log queue as word list. So it started. So it started. Yeah, now, yeah. Finally, we retrieve the page. Just another WordPress site. Yeah, we already know that. Yeah, now it's performing password attack on this user. So because it will it will cost much time, I need to pause at this point, and when it's done, and I'll come back to you. Okay, I'd like to cancel this password cracking, and I think the WordPress is rabbit hole for this box. We can, maybe this is not a good vector for us to make exploitation. So next we can do is to go to the 8000 port, and we can use the Burp Suite. And let's launch or start the Burp Suite. And let's intercept the request. And according to the instruction, we need to change the method from get to post. Let's refresh this page, and we can change the method. The method value from get to post. Apply change. Forward this request. But it still give us the error, please post a proper query. So maybe we not only specify the method, we also need to specify the parameter or the request body. Okay, let's refresh again, and let's change the value to here. But also we can add the request body. The name is query, and according to the instruction, we can put the value as here, at. And now forward. Yeah, so the site keywords and counts. So it means that our direction is correct. And now we need to know whether this parameter of a query has command injection vulnerability. Let's check it now. Okay, refresh again, intercept the request, and change the method, and also add the request body to the, I think this should be any URL, it doesn't matter. And we can use the comma and ID, add, and forward. Yeah, as you can see, we got the UID, and so naturally we can execute command by this vulnerability. And the next thing we can do is to try to get reversed shell from this target. And we can, to save the time, I have already copied the command, the shell command from the Pentest monkey. So let's copy. But before we do that, we can set up the listener, sudo listener, and this listener will wait for the incoming collection from the target. And let's refresh again the page again, and we can change the value of a method and also add the request body, and we paste into here and add, and then we can forward. Yeah, it says connect to from the 2006, which is Kali Linux, and we can make this shell interactive by Python. Okay, good. The ID. Okay, keywords. But I think you have already noticed that this user, API user, is also a member of the group, the Docker group. So we can make use of this point to escalate our privilege. So we can Docker images. Yeah, the target has 2 images, and how to do, we can Docker, if you're familiar with the Docker command, Docker run and specify the IT to get the command shell, and also we need to specify the volume, first the host, and then is container directory or mounting point, and we can specify the image name, Ubuntu or Ubuntu. The tag is okay. Successfully we got the container, sorry, excuse me, we got the container shell. Needs the content. Let's go to the, yeah, we got the proof. So that's it. We successfully completed this box. We got the root flag or the final flag. So I hope this video is useful for us at some points. If you enjoy it, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I always improve myself, including my language and also my technical skills. Thank you again. Bye.